Hello and welcome to the Cross Country series. This is the start box where the start of most events take place. So you'll have a countdown here and then you'll be off on course. The first fence is usually a rolling fence. They try and keep them kind so that you are easy on at the start of the course. So for a fence like this, I'm looking for a rhythm and just a nice kind ride to gain as much confidence as possible before the trickier elements. So now, usually at fence number 3, you're starting to look at a bit of a combination. So this is a really good time to make sure you've got that rhythm established, and you're going to come into this combination nice and straight and pick the best line. If you're looking at combinations which have an offset, then you're better to jump the first jump on a bit of an angle so you get a nice straight line into the second jump, but I'm sure we'll be able to talk about that more at a different fence. This is a typical gallop fence, something you will find either in the second half or after at least your first combination. A gallop fence is a fence that's quite wide in size, usually an oxer, and we want to make sure that we're jumping it a lot more forward so that it's nice and rolling for the horse. This is the water jump element of the cross country. Most cross countries will have one. Depending on the height you're competing at, you'll start with doing either a walkthrough and later going over a log into the water. As you can see, Zanti's very excited about the water jump. So for most courses, this is about midway through the course, and the best way to ride a water jump is with your eyes up and making sure your horse has had plenty of experience going in and out of water. So I'm going to show you how I would train a young horse to go through, and then I'll do a bigger horse's jump in. A young horse, I would let them see the water first, keep my eyes up, and then let them try and go in. And then leaving the water in a nice straight line and hands up the neck. The dreaded ditch. This is where most people get stops, this and the water. The thing about a ditch is it takes a long time to build your horse's confidence, but it's also a lot of it is what you're doing. If you look into the ditch, you probably will end up in the ditch. So when you're training this kind of fence, it's really important to start little and often and gain your confidence, and then worry about what's on top. Now we're here at the Wildcat fence. This is a fence that you wouldn't expect to cause a lot of troubles, but it does. These fences have small cutouts in them, which really makes the horse have to go into them to jump. This is a fence where a lot of horses that are green will get caught out. The best thing to do at this kind of fence is to have your eyes up and kick on. We're at the bridge, the scariest one of all, I think. It's really not that bad. It's just like a regular drop. Just ride up to it, eyes up, leg on, and you'll drop down. Your horse will land faster than you expect. Your horse will land faster than you expect, so be prepared to ride for the next fence. Point, another fence that's prone to run outs. How you want to jump a point is on the lower end always. You may find hay bales and things like that on the other end. That's to prevent you jumping that side. When you jump a point, you want to be facing more towards the higher side, so if they're likely to run out, it's a wee bit harder for them. So hold the rein to the longer side and try and jump a bit on an angle so you're not just running them straight out. This is another fence to spend time on and set your horse up for, or else you will get a silly run out. You want to be like this. So Once you get through those finishing flags at the end of your cross country, there's a few important things to remember. One, your horse has just done a big exercise. You need to cool him down gradually. Trot a few laps, walk him until he stops puffing, and then he needs a cool bath just to wash off that. It's really important you don't feed him immediately and you don't run out as soon as he's finished his cross country and tip cold water all over him. It will not help. Once you've done that, give your horse a big pat and a cuddle because he's just done something that's so awesome. Keep practicing and you'll be at the top in no time.